In this video, we'll first look at a study, which is one of many published papers, that found cancer-causing microplastics in part of the human body. Let's look at this shocking study, and then I'm going to show you some of the proven ways you can reduce your exposure to these toxic microparticles. The scientists tested 23 human testes and 47 testicles from pet dogs. Interestingly, the human testicles have plastic levels almost 3 times higher than that found in the dog testes. That's 330 micrograms per gram of human tissue. Polyethylene, used in plastic bags, was the most common plastic found, followed by PVC. PVC is known to release other chemicals called endocrine disruptors, which affect hormones and have been associated with cancer initiation. This is one main concern. Early research has already shown links between microplastics and reduced sperm count and cellular damage. But of course, this is all new research, and there's plenty of studies emerging at a fast rate, and none of it is good news. Sperm counts are dropping rapidly over time. You can see from this graph. More worrying is the other places in the human body microplastics have been found. These include the brain and the heart. In 2022, 6 plastic particles were found in 2 human brain tumors. Even more shocking is the research in 2023 that found thousands of bits of plastic in heart tissue from 9 different plastic types. Okay, so what are the main ways we ingest this plastic? One way is breathing it in. It's estimated that we inhale approximately 22 million micro and nanoplastics annually. A shocking study filled baby bottles with room temperature water and shook them. Just this process released hundreds of thousands of microplastics into the water. However, when they slightly heated the water, the bottles released between 1 million and 16 million particles and trillions of smaller nanoparticles. So anything in plastic that's heated is significantly worse. Researchers find heating one single plastic tea bag released around 11.6 billion microplastic particles into the water. The main takeaway here is don't heat anything in plastic. Hopefully you don't use a plastic kettle. That brings me to drinking water. A new study using advanced technology found that an average liter of bottled water contains almost 250,000 nanoplastic fragments. Tap water is not immune, with a global study looking at tap water from several countries found 83% of the samples were contaminated with microplastics. The USA have the highest contamination rate of 94%. The UK, Germany and France have the lowest rate, but still averaging 74%. So here are some of the best ways to avoid overexposure. First is to vacuum regularly and avoid plastic fiber clothing and bedding where possible. It's easy to get a cheap water filter to remove most of the nanofibers from the water. Make sure the filter has a microfilter and an NSF certification 401. Most filters with this certification are actually very effective at removing most microparticles. Don't store food in plastics, especially liquids, for long periods, and if possible, not at all. Never heat food or drink in plastic. Reduce fish intake, especially shellfish, will be high in microplastics and nanoplastics due to seawater pollution. Finally, rinse vegetables and other foods like rice before cooking to remove surface particles. Thanks for listening.